everyone, and welcome to the first part in a trilogy of videos of walking you guys through the New Game Plus speedrun of this beautiful game. So first off, we're going to go into our file that we're going to ng plus off of, and we're going to do some things first. First off, go into settings, accessibility, turn on option to skip puzzles and QTE autocomplete. The rest of these do not really matter. And then you're going to go into the suits menu, pick your suit of choice. I go with the advanced suit. Your suit power is going to be negative shockwave. And then your suit mods are going to be silent step, battletech, and full charge capacitors. This is where they are in the menu here for easy finding. Your gadgets, preferably maxed out. Skills, having all the skills is preferred. And then being max level is another thing. You want to have 250 HP. And the reason for that is between having 200 HP to 250, you get a 1% melee damage increase for each level. And that really helps with the damage throughout the run here. So now that everything's set, we're going to quit out, go into this menu. I'm going to create the NG Plus file. Start on Friendly Neighborhood for any difficulty if you're running that category, and then go to Ultimate if you are running Ultimate. And then I go into Performance Ray Tracing for a trick that's going to come up in the first mission. And then again, if you need to double check, there's the two that need to be on to save a lot of time. And we're just gonna start. So because there's a bit of unskippable cutscenes and waits between missions throughout the speedrun, I'm just gonna have them cut out for the sake of having the tutorial, because I don't think anyone just wants to sit and watch the scenes for the tutorial. Like, you just want to get right into the run. Alright, now that the cutscene is basically over and we're getting into gameplay here, I'm gonna start swinging, go a bit to the right here, face towards the building in the distance here. You're going to want to keep swinging and doing the input on X there near like the lowest point. A good visual cue is when his legs start coming up.
Did you take him down yet?
And then you're gonna keep doing like a zip or two in between to keep hitting these points. And you don't want to point launch during this swing because it actually is slower, because you actually stop a bit before you get the launch.
You got it. Almost there.
So just keep doing the swing here.
Hello?
Parker, where are you? We must run through the demonstration at least once before the grant committee arrives.
And then about here, go into the gadget wheel, do concussive blast, and spider drone. And first cutscene we can skip. Do the tutorial, and then throw out a spider drone. Have the spider drone just demolish everything. Double tap L1 to go into concussive blast, so you don't have to go into the gadget wheel again. Keep doing the tutorial. Shoot concussive blast. Double tap L1 to go into spider drones, and then just throw some. Hold L1 and start going into web shooters. So when this cutscene starts on PS5, what you're going to do is going to settings, go to visual, and then go into performance mode for the graphics. If you're on PS4 or PC, you're just gonna watch the cutscene and just swing over to the next one. So I'm gonna go to performance, pause again, go into visual, and then go back to performance ray tracing. And then when it wants me to restart the checkpoint, I'm going to hit apply and restart and the create button at the same time. And that's going to freeze the game in a way to where when I exit the create menu, it will speed up the game immensely and give us some really good speed out of the swing here. But I'm also going to spam the touchpad to give him a bit more extra speed on the way. So it looks like this.
All done. What's happening?
And there's the launch. And we have this cutscene to go through.
Hey, where you going?
And there's the first mission, clearing the way. And now we start the main event. So right at the start here, I suggest going into manual save and creating a save file here. Just for practice, because this skip will take time to get used to. So first, when I'm able to do my movement, I'm going to jump, hold right, and then do a web swing to a wall. And land about here. You're going to climb the wall to be right at the corner. Hold L2 while looking at this wall. Shoot a couple webs, and then do the negative shockwave suit power to clip through. And it will look like this. Alright, now that we're clipped through, I'm going to hopefully be able to sprint up and do web zips. There we go. Do 2 zips, swing, land about here, charge jump, count to 3 seconds. And there's this smokestack here, or not really a smokestack, but 2, like, I don't know. And then you're able to perch up onto this invisible ledge. There's a vent right about there that we're going to be sprinting to. So you're going to jump, swing, and then zip to that vent. And then on PS5, you can just have it load instantly, but once you get into the vent on PS4 and PC, you're going to pause the game to have the vent load in, and then move a bit forward and back so the rest of the area can load in. And then on PS5, it will just look like this. Alright, now that we're here, what I'm going to do is hit X for the tutorial, and then there's going to be these diamonds on the ground. There's one that is right before the next cutscene trigger, and what I'm going to do is stand in the middle of it, and then have the healing tutorial show up. And when that shows up, I'm going to hold R2 forward, and then do down for the heal prompt. And if you do it right, you're going to have the 2 cutscenes overlap, and you will have performed Fisk Tower skip. So it will look like this.
Sorry to break it to you, but you do not got this, buddy. Oh, thanks for the confidence boost, guys.
And there we go. Now, dodge the rocket.
That's enough out of you.
Usually I would just impact web him, and impact web that guy, punch this guy, jump over here, impact web this guy,
Rocket day or something?
rip the door open, get your spider drones out.
Man, how'd the bomb squad guys get through this?
Go into this fight, 1 spider drone,
I've got enough for
and then another if this guy is not really doing anything.
Must be somewhere.
So this room is kind of important for going fast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tutorial, and then I'm going to dodge, like, you're going to dodge under. I hit the right shield guy twice, and I'm going to throw a drone in a specific spot and then swing kick the right shield guy that's all the way to the left, and hopefully during that, the spider drone is going to take out everybody else, and that's just going to end the fight super early and cause dialogue to overlap, allowing me to enter the Fisk fight early.
Hope they're okay.
And it will look like this.
So you guys were in bed
Throw the drone there, swing kick that guy,
Oh, no, I'll never get that image out of my head.
double tap L1 to go into your impact
So
webs.
your plan didn't work. On to plan B, getting kicked in the face.
And then here starts the Kingpin fight. This one is just really easy. What you're gonna do, impact web, jump up in the air, and toss these. Jumping up in the air and throwing actually is faster than just staying on the ground and throwing everything. So he's gonna throw the table. I'm gonna grab it and then drop it. And then just hit him a couple times, dodge under, and that's going to be the first phase. And by this point, we're gonna have negative shockwave charged up again. So right when I'm able to hit him, I'm just going to web strike, and then negative shockwave into a punch, and that will beat Kingpin here. Alright, now we just have to sit through the QTE segment here. And I'll see you after this is done. Alright, now that we're out of Fisk's Tower, I'm gonna skip the cutscene here.
The Kingpin is heading to prison. End of an era. I feel like I should celebrate. Maybe take a vacation.
Wait for the tutorial,
Parker, where are
and we're gonna swing on over
you? We need to run an equipment check.
to the next mission at Otto's lab.
Blocks away.
So, one thing to point out
I'll just do it
for
myself.
swinging is staying low to the ground gives you your top speed way faster than being up in the air for a bit. So what I do is I do R2 and X, like that. What you can also do is R2 and circle, but sometimes you gotta, like, save yourself a bit. I'm gonna swing over here, stay low to the ground a bit more. Go over that building. And then land right at Otto's door. I'm gonna skip this cutscene, run over,
That was a disaster.
hit triangle, and then just instantly back out with circle. You don't need to stand there for a second. You can just do that really quick. Aim the camera down like that so you can go into this puzzle earlier. And right now you're just gonna spam R1 and X throughout this whole segment. You're just gonna spam, skip, and continue.
Okay, need to reroute servo control.
And when we have to inspect this arm, I'm just gonna spam triangle a bit and then hit circle to exit out again, but also move the right stick because you do have to move the arm a tiny bit. And then run over to the spectrograph and then just do the R1X thing.
Doc was testing a new contact material for the prosthetic. Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials.
Continue, and then I suggest if you are on PS5, there's going to be a trick coming up that does save a lot of time, but it is kind of hard to get down. So I suggest making a manual save again to practice this bit. On PS4 and PC, you're just going to swing over to the police station for the next mission.
All right, I should get out of here.
Then I'm just going to exit out. Go into settings. We're going to be doing another launch here. Go into performance. and then back into performance ray tracing. So this one's going to be a bit different from the clearing the way launch, to where I'm going to use the map to kind of like ready myself for when I need to pause the game, because you do have to pause it at a specific spot to get the most speed and distance. So hopefully if I get it first try, it will look like this. See, I failed that here, so if you're able to, just go back and do it again like that. See, that was too early. That is the ideal position to where you want him to be at. And then right here, if you have this frame, you're going to hold a shoulder button. I personally do R1. You're going to hit the manual save. But if you keep holding R1, you can see I'm kind of moving the menu in the background. You're going to hit photo mode, let go of your shoulder button, back out of the manual save, and then these webs are going to disappear, and then exit out of photo mode, and now you will be flying.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
This is actually really high, so what I'm going to have to do is do a web shooter to kind of have him to forcibly fall.
Joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's a steamed company.
Alright, here is another kind of... It seems simple, but it actually is kind of hard to get this one down. Is you're going to skip the cutscene, but what you can do is while the game is fading in, you can move a bit, and you can kind of hear Spidey's like footsteps. Usually you want to hear like maybe 3, and then interact with this tower and skip the puzzle as fast as possible, and that will allow you to move around when you're not supposed to. So it will look like this.
Let's take a look at this tower. Input bands have been shifted. Subtle.
And if you have the perch thing come up, you got it. I did not. So if I can restart,
this tower.
I cannot. Okay. So if you didn't get it, you're just gonna do the tower and just wait for this. But if you have the, if you're able to run around here, what you are going to do is when the camera goes to about this position, you're going to want to charge jump and swing over to there. And that will save 3 seconds. But since I didn't get it, I gotta wait for my movement and jump down. I'm also going to put out my spider drones again. And then go through this tiny unskippable. And then you're just gonna do the tutorial bit here. When you have to do the air launch here, do the air launch and then shoot out a drone, and hopefully that will get rid of the rest of the guys here. Sometimes you have to shoot another one. We're gonna swing over to this side.
Okay, wrapped up.
Thanks for that. Now I'm seeing.
And now we have to save Gloria.
Back off, creep.
Keep it quiet, lady.
So this fight is going to be really simple. We're just gonna web strike this one guy. And it has to be this one guy, because if it's anyone else, you won't actually be able to do anything. So make sure that you're going to web strike the correct guy. And when you do that, do negative shockwave, and that will just get rid of everybody instantly.
Get away from her.
Oh crap, Spider-Man.
So tutorial and then negative shockwave.
Walk away now, or she's dead.
Let me go.
Okay, so right when Spidey punches him, like there, on PS5, what you can do here to save a bit of time is to restart last checkpoint, and that is going to start the cutscene really fast. On PS4 and PC, apparently this is not doable.
All clear.
So yeah, the cutscene just like started. Just gonna skip it.
Should be able to spot the next tower from up there.
Do the tutorials,
From his elevated position.
and then do some movement over to the police tower.
A second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
Hold my swing,
No!
do a couple zips,
The chief never did
and
understand.
land on here.
Regretting this.
Do the puzzle. And now we have to grab the backpack. This is the only backpack we will grab for this whole run.
Nearby.
We don't need any other backpacks.
Oh wow! One of my old backpacks.
So after this cutscene is over,
Tracking dots to these.
we're gonna do some menuing here. So it's gonna open up the map automatically, go into suits, swap your suit power from negative shockwave to Spider Bro, and then close out.
Still there?
Do
Got a robbery a few
the
blocks
swinging
away.
over to the last crime here, and then go through this cutscene.
Open the safe. Do it.
Hey fellas.
Ah! Spider-Man, shoot him.
Okay, so you're just gonna instantly do Spider Bro. That's gonna knock them all down. You're gonna go into Spider Drones, shoot one on each side of the car, and that gets rid of all of them. And now we just go to end the mission.
All right, Yuri. I'm gonna repair the last Chinatown tower now.
Don't you mean Spider Cop's gonna repair it?
Do
Do a
movement.
little thinking, Yuri. Policing's a young man's
So
game.
on these kinds
Spider
of
Cop?
like point launches, I hold back, as you saw there, to give him more vertical height, so I'm able to just zip over to this.
Please be going where I think you're.
And then that will be keeping the peace. Alright, so next mission, Fisk Hideout. We're going to have to swing all the way back to Otto's lab. So the same principle applies with swinging low to the ground
Not good.
to have
Can't have people
my
taking
top
pictures
speed
three
like
chess
almost
pieces.
instantly.
Tools I need for suit repair at the lab. Wonder if Dr.
So we're just gonna have him dive, swing out. That was a really good save there.
How did it go with the committee? I'm so sorry I screwed things up.
So yeah, just keep
Not at all,
swinging
sir.
low.
They're just nervous in the face of imminent triumph. They'll calm down. They always do.
Should I head back to the lab?
You're just gonna
to clean
keep
up?
heading down this road. There's going to be a building that will appear in front of us.
Then back to
What I'm going to do here is swing up,
Wish I could bottle and seal
point launch
things
off of
up.
this,
Sounds like he's left the lab for the day. Good time to work on my
go
suit
over
up
this
front.
building, go in between these, swing off of that building, and then land right there, right in front of the door. Now we have to be Peter for a bit and just go to the next objective marker.
Looks like Doc's gone for the night. Time to sneak in some spider work.
Skip this cutscene, and there's going to be another cutscene that appears. And then here, you could actually kind of have no slowdown for the tutorial coming up if you have good timing on your R2 press,
New suit, same old me.
like that. Stay low to the ground, and we're going to head straight to the Fisk Hideout. Ooh. Sometimes movement mishaps happen. Keep staying low. Here, we're gonna get some height.
Figured out how Fisk's men are keeping his rackets running. Construction sites.
Wasn't that shut down when he was...
Going to this. And then here, the gadget wheel bugs out a bit, so you're gonna have to do L1 twice. And then go into Impact Web, shoot him. You're gonna go over to this guy, take this guy down. We're gonna go up right here, take this guy down. There's gonna be a dude by the boxes there. We're just gonna Impact Web him. 3 guys here, take him down, shoot a drone, go over here, shoot a drone, stand here, like about here, and just Spider Bro. And then just keep shooting drones. What you're doing right now is you're manipulating the spawn points of the Fisk guys to spawn in preferable spots here, so the drones and Spider Bro can take them out really fast. Sometimes a shield guy will live for the final guy, so be mindful of that. And that's the Fisk Hideout.
Place is locked down, Captain. Actually, webbed down.
And someone finally reported shots fired. So
Alright, so the map's gonna forcibly open.
Good work.
Here,
Fisk has
I'm gonna go into suits,
sites
go
around
back to
the
negative
city,
shockwave,
cutting air fronts, too. Keep an eye out and report
and then do
anything
movement to
suspicious.
the Empire State Building for the next mission, landmarking.
If I'm gonna find all of Fisk's construction sites, I should recalibrate my mapping software to be more accurate. Using a depth map post-process on photos of popular landmarks should do it. And I know just the one to start with.
Get some height.
Good old Empire State. Man, I love this town. Time to grab a snapshot.
You're gonna look
That'll do it.
kind of southeast,
Haven't done much photography since quitting the Bugle. Forgot how much I
and
enjoyed
then you're gonna head over to the Feast building for the first Feast mission. She's a jolly good fellow.
Hello?
So this is going to be the first waiting segment in the run, because the game kind of wants you to do side things.
Sure thing. Just let me know when
But
you're ready,
for
I'll swing by.
NG Plus, we really don't need to do anything else. So we're just gonna land at the
Okay,
Feast building,
some time to kill. Let's see what's happening out in the city.
and we're just gonna sit by this bag until the mission appears. Alright, so after Mr. Muggins calls, spam triangle, but not too fast, obviously, just keep pressing it. Because after the call, that means the mission should be popping up soon. Like that. And now we have to do some movement as Pete.
Mr. Lee's probably
It's kind of like, this one's kind of like a back and forth. Like a point A to point B and then back to point A.
Hey, Peter.
Go to Martin Lee, skip the cutscene, and then run back to the door. So, for the PS5 version, there is the feature called Activity Cards. So for the PS5 version, you're going to want to have your internet enabled for the console. Because right here, what we can do is, instead of swinging from Feast all the way to the next mission, what we can do
Voicemail from Yuri.
is wait for the dialogue a bit, hit the share button, or not the share button, the PlayStation button, to go into this menu, go to single player activities, and you're going to want to find Storming the Castle. And then hit start activity.
Doing a little night.
You'll spawn all the way to Central Park. You're going to abandon mission. And you can just swing from here.
Hey, silent alarm at the auction
Instead of
house.
swinging 2,100 meters, it's only like 600 now.
Quietly, I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale. Sounds fun.
Again, movement mishaps
He had
happen.
hidden in his closets. Yuri said quietly.
Just swing up to here to start the next mission. Skip the cutscene here.
Yuri, the silent alarm.
So there's going to be a couple tutorials we got to go through,
Looks like a heist in
but there
progress.
is going to be a
Copy that.
skip
Sending units
that
your way.
we
Keep the situation
do
from getting worse in the
to
meantime.
skip
Can
the
do.
last
Gotta do this
tutorial.
quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
It's the most recent trick in the game, actually. Yeah, just keep doing the
Whipped up like that.
movement here. The only vent takedown in the game
Should
for the
weapon from
run.
above.
And here, you're gonna drop down. You're gonna go past this guy. Go into this corner here, and then do the method you used for Fisk Tower skip to clip through the wall here, and end up on the other side. Wall run up to here to trigger Rose and that demon. Web zip over to here. Drop down. Take down that guy, and then just hit this guy a bit. Aim, like have Pete be about here and charge jump up,
Bad guys are getting ready. Hey, what is that?
and then you'll have the camera like kind of stick up there, and then just run to the camera, and then that's going to skip that tutorial about like distracting enemies. And then we skip this cutscene, and right off the bat, we're gonna pause again and restart last checkpoint, and that will put us right here.
When you're ready to begin. Sounds good.
And you're just going to do that. Stand about here,
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
and when
Correct.
Rose starts walking, I'm going to run behind her and just kind of push her along her path.
Before his arrest?
The reason why we also stood in that specific spot is to force her to go into this path. You're going to want to quickly go over here, aim the camera.
That's good.
I wasn't up forward enough, but you kind of want to be right there.
I can see why Fisk liked
If you have MJ say, like, looks good, you can skip some dialogue between Rose and MJ. I'm going to go up behind Rose again.
Was there ever anything
and push her.
irregular in any of the sales you handled for him? No. No, of course
So
not.
this next
Not that I
picture
was
is the
aware of.
easiest to skip dialogue with. You just kind of stand here, aim the camera, and then take the picture. She'll say nice, and then you skip more dialogue.
Sales to launder stolen goods. I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that. Oh, I know. I was just wondering now that
And now Rose is going to move again. We just push her.
Noticed anything strange? You know what? I'm actually running short of time. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can? When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar. Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Don't stand
Are you
too
sure
close
there's
to
nothing
when the
you can
door
say
opens here, or else MJ
off
will
the record
forcibly walk
regarding this
backwards,
mental
and you'll just lose a bit of
I don't
time
think
when
your
taking
readers
the
would have
picture of
any
the
interest.
statue.
Damn it. Wait here, please.
So I'm just going to have the camera up. I'm going to instantly take the picture and then run to the bathroom, which is our next destination.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick? Thank you.
And you just have to wait through the dialogue.
This is a really lovely space. Of course.
Okay, so
Be right back.
coming up is the first instance of using Silent Step to our advantage,
Craig.
because for
Funny you should
some
call.
reason,
Because
the
the
suit
reporter
mods
you
carry
sent is
over
clearly
to
not one
MJ
of the
and
puzzles we
Miles.
agreed upon.
So right
No,
when I'm
she's
able to
here now.
move, I'm going to reload checkpoint,
Craig, funny you should call.
and just follow this path.
Because the reporter you sent is... Wait, was that? Nothing. Where was I? Pete told me...
And then you're able to just go into here like really fast without Rose even catching you. You're going to reload checkpoint in order to interact with this sooner than you're supposed to.
Closed, left arm down, right palm
And then you're just going to do the puzzle here.
pieces move.
On PS5, the cursor is like double speed on 60 FPS, so I kind of have to like be slow for it. On PS4 and PC, it is not an issue.
That's it.
do the puzzle, skip this cutscene, and then we just have to sit there and unskippable.
When I saw you.
Did she
Alright,
change her
now we just do
briefing?
the tutorial.
Focus, Pete, focus.
When your HP comes up, you're going to restart last checkpoint to have the demon spawn in favorable spots, and then open up the map, and then you want to go back to Spider Bro, and then you're going to follow this path of taking down the demons and using the same gadgets as I do. Your fight should look like that. Quickly go into Spider Drone, skip this cutscene, Spider Bro,
With the hostage-taking guy.
and then to shoot a couple drones. Double tap L1 to go back into Impact Web for when this guy shows up. I'm gonna move a bit to the up and right, and then just Impact Web him. Go back into Spider Drone, shoot one. Go over to this door to where the last 3 demons spawn. Wait a bit. And shoot another drone. And then that is going to be the first MJ mission. Now we have 3 cutscenes to skip.
Since when did Mix become Italian?
And then here's the second instance of using activity cards on the PS5. We're gonna have the mission markers show up. Go into single player activities. And then go to Fisk Hideout Financial District. And then hit start activity. And then just swing northeast.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
And we're just gonna swing to Shocker.
Is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
So,
Yeah,
coming
well,
up,
I guess it didn't take.
we're gonna really bully Shocker.
I'll have him back in
And I just kind of find it funny how in every Spider-Man speedrun, where when Shocker's in the game, he just really gets bullied. Really feel bad for the guy.
What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
So, in some instances, Otto can call you super early. Don't worry about that. Even though it is kind of surprising when he does that. So you're gonna enter the cutscene here. And right here, we're gonna do a specific route to catch him early twice. Zip off of this sign, or point launch off of it, go to here, follow this road, swing low, and capture him for the first time.
Now let's talk. Noted.
And when you're able to move again, look to the right,
Honestly,
point launch here,
robbing again. You know
follow
the police
this
are watching
route
every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but
along these buildings, and then he'll show up here,
be desperate.
and just hit him again. And then that's going to be the Shocker chase. And now we swing to Feast for
Think I
the
got some free
mask.
time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ. You're up late.
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here
All
soon.
right,
I could use a snack.
go through the best loading screen in the game. And then play as Pete for a bit to go up to Martin Lee's office and then go back down.
Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
I could patch these shoes. They'll last a while.
I never used to feel safe at the other shelter.
And after the door, skip the cutscene. And then just go back to the door
symbol
there.
inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee.
Just
Never
got to
seen
sit
like
through the
that.
dialogue
He even
while
said you should
walking
drop the
back.
story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
About that point, you're gonna able to start running
Went
to the
about
door.
as well as I could have hoped.
And now begins another wait segment, to where we're actually gonna be doing some things before entering Otto's lab. I'm gonna be swinging
Got some time to kill
southwest.
before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey workout in the city.
We're gonna head to Financial District for a police tower. So yeah, I kind of do like the same routes for just swinging over to specific places. It really takes time to get used to like each route. So yeah, we're gonna hit this police tower. Sometimes you can have the helicopter spawn there. It doesn't really matter if it does or not, but if it doesn't, you can just point launch off of there instead of the helicopter. And then there's going to be the police tower near Otto's lab. So when crimes pop up, we're not going to worry about them now. And now Aunt May, or Otto should call, when they start talking,
Peter.
you're going to open up the map, go into the collections menu, and then start a backpack.
A menu for my first real.
And then that is going to stop the call. That is what we call a backpack skip. I'm just going to grab the tower and just head to Otto's lab for a mission that is literally just a skippable cutscene.
All units be advised. Commercial robbery in progress.
Literally have to like run up to this for like a couple seconds, do the triangle prompt, and then skip the cutscene. And then that's going to be a day to remember. I'm going to swing a bit north here to this mission marker.
Call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill.
I like to point launch off of this, and then do a zip to land right in front of this.
Harry left me a message about these before he left for Europe.
And now we just have to sit through here. Okay, so just X out of the map here. And then, up there it goes. You're gonna wanna go to Spider-Man PI. And that's gonna be the last usage of activity cards throughout the whole run. Abandoned mission, turn around, go northeast onto this road here. Swing low. When you get to this building, turn left. And just keep going this way to the bank. One thing to point out is that for the activity card there, if you do that too slow, you will have a bug on the map menu to where instead of defaulting to the map, it will default to the mission screen. So just keep that in mind if that happens, to like mess around with your memory, just the input memory there. Alright, so starting the shocker fight. This is actually really simple. What we're gonna do for the first two phases is just run straight into Shocker, and that will advance his AI a bit. And just grab debris, hit him 4 times, and that's phase 1. Okay, so again, right when phase 2 starts, just sprint toward him and get hit.
Oh, come on, help you cut a deal.
If I talk, I'm dead. They made that very clear.
And then just throw the debris. Hit him 4 times. And then for phase 3, when the spider sense shows up, I'm just gonna dodge to the right, pull the first pillar down, and then dodge to the left, and then pull the second one down. And that's going to be the shocker fight.
You son of
Okay, last chance to give up. Sorry, Herman.
Okay, next mission, Wheels Within Wheels, is going to be a
He was
bit
scared and
rough.
desperate. These demons are everywhere all of a sudden.
All right, so we're just gonna run on the road here, and then start doing our movement when Spidey talks a bit. Right when Yuri says "good work," we're gonna go into collections,
The menu.
do the backpack
Okay,
skip,
I'm back.
and then just keep doing that 4 times. Make sure Pete says something before you do the backpack skip again.
Okay, I'm back.
And that will skip the whole conversation.
Fight with Shocker took a while.
You're gonna swing
Catch up on what I've
west
been missing out in the city.
to get this tower. And then hope that a crime doesn't spawn near you, because if a crime does spawn near you, you won't be able to interact with the towers. I'm going to turn my camera a bit, because I think that the camera has to do with crimes. It does, I think. Because that kind of went to the right instead of in front of me. Grab this tower.
It's all good, Spidey. Don't worry about it.
Point launch off of here. And go to this research station to the northwest.
All units, 10:30 on an armored car. Suspect.
You're gonna grab this.
Witness reported location as the yards.
And then we're gonna head straight to the next mission. Again, right when MA calls, or auto, just skip with a backpack skip. Sometimes they will call twice, and that will lose you a bit of time, so just be ready for that when that happens. Which it did not for me.
Inside the vault, I'll have your head.
Alright, so
boss. Tripling security.
starting this mission, there's going to be the fight.
Listen up. Demons
Uh,
are making moves on all our caches.
They basically want you to do stealth here, because it's kind of set up that way, but you really don't need to.
Com check, Eagle 2, you up?
Eagle 2 reporting in. Eyes on. What caches are the demons after?
Alright, so starting this fight off, I'm going to stealth take down this guy, pull out drones, shoot one there, one there, do Spider Bro,
Might need to deal with them first.
go to this guy, impact whip that guy, go to this guy. My movement's kind of like really bad right now. I apologize. Get this guy out of there. Get these two. You're gonna get this guy. You would just throw a spider drone there. And throw a drone there. That should be everybody. Yep. And then here, just skip the cutscene, point launch up,
Any place this rundown
and
should
then
have
land
a
here.
hole in the-
go through, take out your electric web,
feel like I'm in a
and shoot
horror
this.
movie. Hello?
Skip this cutscene, and then I think I'm just gonna cut out the dialogue spots unless it's necessary to talk about something.
Got a hidden panel, like the one on the
So you're
door.
just gonna head up to here.
Out the back. Look for another junction box.
Let's see if my mask lenses can pick up the conduits.
More of those.
Okay, so you're just gonna turn around, and then go up to the second floor here, and this is where the next one is.
Scrape, no door.
And then you're gonna go over here.
Great. Be right there.
I don't know why you stood up there.
Maybe not.
You're gonna pull
Elevator's
this.
busted.
Sit tight. I'll pull you up. Second floor.
Okay,
Rusted
so
machine
we're gonna
parts,
have
big
him
hunk and
do
wreck.
his thing.
Took the landing and
Okay,
everything.
so we're gonna go to this,
Fair enough.
and then when he says another secret door, you're gonna go into the collections, do a backpack skip,
Yep, on it.
and then just shoot that with the electric web, and then you are good. Just head back to Jeff and wait for him to open this.
Check this out.
Make sure
Nothing.
Pete actually says his line.
Starting to feel like this is Fisk's
We're gonna
way of
head
messing
back
with me.
here. Stand about here. It doesn't. I guess it really doesn't matter where you stand, but like being over here is definitely preferred. Look up, and then wait
Fisk's men were
until
talking about a
there's
vault.
a bed on it.
Close.
Pull this, and then shoot your electric web. Okay, so
Jeff.
next up is a skip that does require some practice.
Think you can help me out? This thing's heavy.
So again, make a manual save. You're gonna hit triangle here. You're gonna pause and then do the manual save thing to where you're gonna hit manual save holding the shoulder button. And then go to skip cinematic and skip it. Exit
Let me
out
see how it looks from
of the
top.
manual save. You'll spawn out of bounds. And you're gonna try to do this movement here. See, I failed that. And I'm just going to hit quit. So this is what you do if you do fail it. You're going to hit quit, load game, and load the manual save here.
You were right, Jeff. Trapdoor.
Outstanding. Think you can help me out? This thing's
So
heavy.
my mistake there was I pressed jump, which you
What?
basically really don't want to do unless it's really necessary.
Let me see how it looks from the top.
Should be like that, yep, and then jump there. You should land up here. Another thing to point out is if you are a bit low, try to get to this water plane here to catch yourself, and then you can zip over to here. You're gonna stand right about here, look up, and then aim to that spot,
Damn. Demons are already gone. How?
and then you're gonna be on top of here while Pete starts talking.
They beat us here.
You're gonna hear Jeff go into collections, backpack skip, go down here.
Blew the locks to get in.
You gotta aim the camera like that, and then you're able to do the prompt from out of bounds, and then skip cutscene. Pull out 2 drones,
That's what I'm talking about.
take down this guy, and this guy. That should be the first wave. Second wave is going to be Spider Bro, and then a drone to the right. And then that's going to be that fight. So next up is the truck chase.
You okay?
One thing to note for this chase is the closer you are, the faster it will
Two trucks
move.
full of gunmen in one day. It's time to hang up the web.
So I'm going to try to be as fast as I can to get close to the truck. One thing to point out, for that dodge prompt, do that prompt or else you won't be able to do any movement. Whoa, okay.
Not much better.
Just keep trying to follow the truck.
They'll kill someone if I can't stop them.
This is a really bad showcase of the movement here. Kind of corner cut on this building. And then about here, you're able to do the triangle prompts.
This keeps up, bystanders will get shot. I gotta get in close.
Take down these guys, and then you're gonna head into the next QTE segment. Like right there. Okay, now that this cutscene's over, or not really cutscene, but the QTE segment, you're gonna skip this cutscene and wait for the forced fast travel.
Man, I'm beat. Time to head home and get some sleep.
Do the fast travel, and then there's going to be the little scene here of the camera panning up. Pause and just restart checkpoint, and that will skip that whole thing.
So tired.
And we're going to start Home Sweet Home. So this one's kind of a laid-back mission,
Not a problem.
where you're just going to swing from point to point and then end with a fight.
Can't be that hard. Finding a tiny flash drive in a 30-ton garbage truck.
Okay, this is kind of like impromptu, like swinging here, but that should be fine. Should be good height. Yeah, there we go. Do the prompt here.
Of course it's locked. Can't have people stealing garbage.
And just zip into here.
It's not really breaking and entering if I don't break anything, right? Okay, no need to panic. Maybe they
Do
haven't
this
dumped the
prompt.
trash. Nada. Okay, time to panic.
Empire Sanitation. This
And then
Sorry, is there
head
any
kinda
chance the truck
northwest.
wasn't at the garage?
Sure, I guess. Just
you're gonna go onto this road here.
Great. I'm headed there now.
Hey, it's a long shot, but sometimes the guys stop for pizza before they drop off.
Really? I'll check. Wait, I think I see the trucks. Thanks, Eddie.
And after this
I mean, the
truck,
original. Nope, stuff's not here.
and then there's this truck.
No sign of my
Follow
stuff.
this road.
What an interesting smell. Eddie, my only hope.
Not there either, huh?
You sure they were around here?
Well, the guys might have switched routes due to the upcoming Osborne rally. If you pick up
And
one
then
on
turn
Route
right.
35, they'd be dropping off at the incinerator right now,
Incinerator?
over by Manhattan.
And then if you have really good height, what you can do is do the ground strike.
Uh-oh, looks like trouble.
Hopefully that will get rid of all three at once.
You okay?
And after this worker here, you're gonna walk into this corner here.
I'll keep an eye out. Hey, mind if I
Wait
look
for the
around
dialogue.
Some personal items?
Sure, have at it. I gotta go file an incident report.
And you're gonna get this bag and this bag. And then you're gonna sit through the web bomb
Yes.
introduction, which I don't know why they have this still in here, while for NG Plus, the Impact Web one is skipped.
Hey, look.
It's just like it's a weird thing, I don't know.
Looks kinda...
Alright, when this fight starts, you're gonna Spider Bro, go over to the left, shoot a drone, and then that will get rid of everybody.
Okay, well, this night isn't quite going as planned. Where am I gonna sleep? Guess I could try MJ's.
And then just swing on this road for a bit.
Alright, how am I gonna talk my way onto MJ's couch? Let's see.
Oh,
Hi MJ, it's Peter. Any chance I could stay over? Oh, that's too formal. MJ!
keep swinging here.
Oh, that's lame.
Get height like right now.
Hey MJ, now that we're talking again, I thought maybe... Okay, that just sounds pathetic.
Oh, okay. I didn't hit the
Just got a web alert.
cutscene. A tiny unskippable
Looks like
here
MJ's story just got published.
to end the mission.
I think I'll find somewhere else to stay. She's
All right.
probably busy with work.
The Black Cat introduction is going to be really quick. There's not really
I
much
wish
to
Harry was in town.
go
I'd
through
crash
it.
with him.
You're going to head northwest.
Huh. Someone left me a voicemail. Number's blocked though.
Hello,
And
Spike.
land on this building.
Been thinking about you a lot lately. We were good together, weren't we? Maybe it's time to reignite the flame.
Black Cat. Don't tell
And
me
then
she
just
was
do
looking at
this.
places to rob. She promised she would give up that life. What was she looking at there?
If you do this really fast, like I did, Pete won't have his line, so you're just going to be staring at this for a bit.
Felicia's
close the
too smart
map,
to be putting herself at risk like this.
head
Hey
east.
Yuri, you still have Black Cat's suit and equipment in the evidence lockup, right?
I think so. Why? Is she back at it?
Maybe. Just double check and let me know if her gear is still there.
And then right when the mission complete pops up, what you're gonna do is just go into the map and then fast travel to Feast. And then
Hey,
just
May.
enter
Calling
Feast
late. What's up?
for this really quick mission.
Can't believe I haven't slept since the Fisk takedown. Gotta start taking better care of myself.
Run up to the couch, sleep on it, skip the cutscene, and then
May's
have
couch
some
is
dialogue going
comfortable.
back down.
See what he's doing.
I'm just gonna wait for the dialogue here. Spam triangle to get out.
I'll be there covering it. Wanna join me?
Yeah, of course. See you then.
Alright, now is the final wait segment of Act 1. This one's actually like really short. What we're gonna do is point launch off of here, head northwest,
Humiliating taking money from May. I should head out into the city and try to pay it
and then there's going to be this research station that we're going to grab for later. And now we're gonna head to where the mission spawns and just sit there. Nice crime,
Oh boy.
by the way.
Rockets! They got rockets!
We're gonna head to this building and just sit right here. Just sit right here until the mission spawns in. Okay, now that the mission spawned in, you're gonna skip the cutscene, and then when you're here, ignore everybody. Just head this way to activate this cutscene, and then you gotta do this fight. Take out Spider Bro, and then Impact Web and drones. Skip the cutscene, have Impact Web out.
Guys from other bad guys. Not how I thought.
So take down this guy. Impact Web that guy to the wall. Impact Web these guys. Double tap L1 for Spider Drone and just sit here. Or never mind, stay on Impact Web. Now double tap L1 for Spider Drone. Shoot one there, and then one at the store. I'm gonna head up here. Take out Concussive Blast. Shoot these guys off. Swing down here.
You two stay here. Wait for the police.
Use that. Throw a drone. Skip this cutscene.
Gotta find a survivor.
Go over here. Throw a drone. Go up here. Throw a drone, and then pull this down. And then just run up here for an unskippable into a QTE.
Go, go.
Okay, now is just the helicopter chase. Same rules kind of apply with the truck chase in Wheels Within
Did
Wheels,
that just happen? Yeah.
where you stay close and then the helicopter will go faster.
I'm getting reports of a helicopter with a
You just want to follow the path.
Yeah, things with the demons got complicated. Sit tight, Yuri. I got this. Please, let me got this.
See how it's like kinda speeding up there a bit to get ahead of me?
Whoa, rockets!
A thing to point out is you don't have to exactly follow like the exact swings I do.
You need to bring it down.
I know.
This is just the way I swing around.
Working on it, Yuri. Call you when it's done.
Just gonna keep following the path. And then you're gonna cut through this building. And you're gonna have the triangle prompt show up early. Sit through this tiny QTE segment. and we just sprint forward towards the helicopter.
Hope I live to regret this.
Movement here is actually kind of tough.
Hi, is this the flight to Newark?
Alright, for this, we're gonna wait for this guy, go to the right,
This is your master
go up
plan?
here and just take this out, spam circle to rub that guy to the wall,
Afraid I have to ask you to pull over the helicopter.
and then just get rid of the last piece. And sit through another QTE to end the mission.
Need a plan.
Alright, now, skip that cutscene, and then open up the map. And we're gonna fast travel to the financial district police tower
MJ, did they start the ceremony yet?
and start the final mission of Act 1,
Got hung up at work. Be there soon.
which is also the first Miles mission in the run. Got 4 cutscenes to skip here. And then I'm gonna move to the left a bit. There's like that debris on the ground there. You kind of want to stay right up against it, because if you head straight for like the civvies right now, Miles may be put into a stagger animation and you won't be able to move for a couple seconds.
Mom!
Crazy.
Just follow the path here. You can't skip that stagger.
Oh, man.
And then start this QTE segment here that we just sent through.
I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright.
All right, Lisa.
I love you.
I have to go find Dad.
Alright, so when this scene is over,
Miles, no.
I recommend, again, a manual save. Because we have a skip coming up that is kind of tough.
Dad's in there. I'll find him.
We're just gonna run up here.
Dad's alive. I know it.
And then wait for the cutscene to start. Do the reloads. And to the create menu thing. And right now, I'm gonna keep spamming the map really fast.
It was right there.
And keep spamming it. I'm gonna start holding R2 and forward. When I see Miles move, I kind of stop. And then you want to follow this path. You're gonna run back, touch the car a bit to get a checkpoint. You're gonna have an audio bug here. That just happens. You'll know you get this skip correctly if the demon guy is running up to his spot right there. Climb over this, and then pause and reload checkpoint.
Dad was right there.
And now just follow this path to end Act 1. And there we go. Skip that cutscene. And that is Act 1. Thank you guys for watching the first part of this series, and I'll see you in Act 2.